What do you think of the trialists last night? Bobby Camwa, 24-year-old. He was probably the most impressive last night against the Villa. Scored 4 in 41 for Burton. So not prolific by any means, but very fast. Get fans off the edge of the seats. Good all-round forward. That's how he describes himself. Would he be a good addition to the team? With us having no other strikers than Matt and Gordon, he would at the minute. But is he of the level that we want to be bringing in? I think he'd be a good guy off the bench. Good support for the front two. So maybe worth a go. The keeper was Sam Hornby. 29. He's an experienced number 2. So as backup to Tommy Simkin, that doesn't sound like a bad option. And if we've got our own permanent signing, that is definitely a benefit. Because we don't want to have loans all the way through, do we? Dion Moore was the other striker. He's 25. Best stuff he's done is in the Isthmian League. 4 in 18 for Lewes. When he played in League 2. 1 in 12 for Sutton. 2 in 4 for Guyana. So he has scored some goals, but I wasn't that impressed with him. What do you think? We'll have to see how he does the weekend against Tamworth. I'm not going to be there for that one. I'm going to have a word with Lee, see whether he'll be our roving reporter. Adoma was the other one, right wing back. Didn't have much of the ball against the Villa, which is no surprise, but I saw enough at Alvechurch to think that he'd be a real good addition and probably come in ahead of Connor Barrett. And Connor Barrett's got good potential, so that's not a bad option. I did have a look at what other strikers are available, and I've got 5 for you. First one, Stephen Humphries. He's 26, 6'1", played in the Scottish Premier for Hearts, also played a game in the Championship, and 7 goals in 49 in League 1 for Wigan. So that's one perhaps we should have a look at, or could have a look at. 9 in 21 in League 1 for Cambridge. I think Fajiri Okunbiri is definitely one that we should look at. He's 28, so he's not over the hill by any means. If we were looking more positive and looking at players that have been released from Championship sides, player I've mentioned before, Tyrese Campbell. We do know his dad, Kevin Campbell, passed away, so it's not a good time for him, so maybe needs an arm round him, and things haven't been going well for him. Scored 4 in 24 for Stoke, previously 5 in 15 for Shrewsbury, so he definitely knows where the goal is. And at 24, that, for me, is a player that could sort of drop down to League 2 and sort of reignite his career. So that is a player I would love for us to have a proper look at. One to have a casual look at, maybe a trial, would be Reshmaoui. Reshmaoui, 6'3", Brazilian, centre forward. He played with Stoke. He's been released from Stoke. No goals in 20 games. Does not make good reading. Previously, he got 32 in 107 for Bruges. And also 5 in 25 for Villa. He was a £22 million signing for them. But he's fell on hard times since. Had a bad cruciate injury in 2020. And not really got back at it since. So that's a pity. But at 27, if he's still got some fitness there, maybe dropping down to League 2 could be the answer for him. What do you guys think? Worth having a look? Somebody with that quality? Can he get back to it? Fifth one is a bit of a cheeky one, really. This guy, pacey winger, who can also play up front. Definite crowd pleaser. Scored 2 in 11 last season and 7 in 38 for Crawley the season before. All in League 2. I've seen a lot of this player, or not masses, but I've seen this player, and he's definitely an exciting player So, why did Walsall release Aramidi Oti? That's the player I'm talking about. From what I've seen of the trialists, Aramidi Oti is better than both of them. So, why did he go? Was his effort level not quite there? Is that what it was? I don't know. Let's see. We might have some surprises, some loan signings from Championship and Premier, perhaps. But the local clubs, we've got to get more connections with local clubs. I know people say that Bonser burned his bridges with them, but we've moved on from the Bonser days, so it's time to reignite that connection and get some of the local talent from the Premier League and Championship down to Walsall for some game time and maybe help us get up to League One. Right then, Wolves Fan TV, thanks for watching. Cheers.